Afraid, emotions getting in your way. Afraid, but why you let me fall in love if you're afraid to commit? And don't call me in the middle of the night and say that you're not able to be loved. That's not right. No, I don't wanna be that one. Still a million miles from you, so I'm gonna let you go. Oh boy, if you only knew. Not a day goes by without you on my mind. You couldn't go on together. You said nothing lasts forever, though you can't deny. Hold it all inside. No, you can trust me. Just close your eyes, knowing that I'm around. I'll be around. Yeah. You're not scared of love, just scared of love. Alright, alright, enough. Just tell me if you want my love or not, or not. 'Cause I don't wanna be that one. Still a million miles from you, yeah. So I'm gonna let you go. Oh boy, if you only knew. Not a day goes by without you on my mind. You couldn't go on together. You said nothing lasts forever, though you can't deny. Hold it all inside. No, you can trust me. Just close your eyes, knowing that I'm around. 'Cause I don't wanna be that one. No, still a million miles from you. So I'm gonna let you go. You go. Oh boy, if you only knew. Not a day goes by without you on my mind. You couldn't go on together. You said nothing lasts forever, though you can't deny. Hold it all inside. No, you can trust me. Just close your eyes, knowing that I'm around.
Tell him I need my money right now. Probably the juice, they stole out my crown. Yeah. Sorry to tell you, I know my value. I'm gonna recoup, yeah. But don't waste my energy, my energy. I don't got much, don't be wasting all my energy. I keep it tight, don't let nobody get close to me. My heart is right, don't question my integrity. No, I thought we would be just fine, and I thought your heart was like mine. But let me find out, you've been going around throwing shots, running plots. Come on, man, tryna block my blessings, but no need for comparisons. What's from me won't be from me. Yeah, I'ma go through just to grow through. But pay me what you owe me for I make what you've been saying about me true, true. Tell him I need my money right now. Brought me the juice, they stole out my crown. Yeah. Sorry to tell you, I know my value. I'm gonna recoup, yeah. Don't waste my loyalty, my loyalty. I let you in back then because I couldn't see. But now it's clear you ain't ever been true to me. My intuition ain't ever lied, I had to leave. Handle your business. patience. Do what you think you need to do to get your revenge. But you won't break me, God as my witness. Past the point of no return, I'm on a mission. Tryna block my blessings, but no need for comparisons. What's from me won't be from me. Yeah, I'ma go through just to grow through. But pay me what you owe me for, I make what you've been saying about me true. True. Tell him I need my money right now. Round me the juice, they stole out my crown. Sorry to tell you, I know my value. I'm gonna recoup, yeah. Don't waste my.
She's putting all of her cards down on the table, knowing there's no way that she'll be able to win this one. But she's somebody else in the making. First, she just gotta stop all the faking, and she'll be there. But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like she's forever. Wondering if it's gonna feel like this whenever she leaves her safe space. She leaves her safe space. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better. Then that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Somebody say, don't be afraid of loving yourself, 'cause that is all you got in the end. You got in the end. But she's wondering if it's gonna feel like she's forever. Wondering if it's gonna feel like this whenever she leaves her safe space. She leaves her safe space. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that will make her feel better? Make her feel better. Then that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Talking to myself 'cause I don't know what I want. Yeah, I'm here talking to myself like someone's gonna respond. I'm getting tired of myself 'cause I don't know what I want. But I'm not out here on my own. Wondering if it is forever, or is there some place that'll make her feel better? Make her feel better. And that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Yeah, that's where she'll go. That's where she'll go. Talking to myself 'cause I don't know what I want. Yeah, I'm here talking to myself like someone's gonna respond. I'm getting tired of myself 'cause I don't know what I want. But I'm not out here on my own.
Yeah. I want a house in the hills I pay big bills for. I ain't got in pocket. I wanna empty out my wallet. I wanna stop motion, stand still. Wallace and Gromit. I wanna talk more endlessly. I wanna neurotically vomit. I want more dollars from my mama. I want a palace in Prada. I want a Gucci bag where I can store my sorrows and hardships. I wanna gold plate my partners. I want endless tomorrows. I want a lot more than I got right now. But that's the problem. You could give me every little thing I'd ever want, but I'd never have enough till the day I had it all. Yeah, you can give me every little thing I ever want, but I'd never have enough till the day I had it all.
Oh, I see what you want, baby, but it might be just a little more than I can give you.
On second thought, I want $1 for everyone, not just my mama. I want to hit the ball out on random pedestrians. I want my questions to be answered till my brain bored and questionless. I want more self-assurance. I don't ever want to second guess. I want someone to shut the fuck up. Less he trying to tell me yes again. I want so many best friends that I can't tell what friendship is. I want the diamonds, gold, and glitter. I want fast cars I'll never whip. I want it all till I'm empty in my castle of everything.
Oh, I see what you want, baby, but it might be just a little more than I can give you.
I want a pushy job that pay big bills and cheap thrills. Wanna mob out with my homies like Timmy, Tommy, and Dill. I'm not trying to be famous, okay, maybe a lil. Since I'm a rapper, I should buy me some grills and gold frills that I can sleep on while I contemplate pills and peep on, hold still. Might sedate you, just a fire at will. I got an appetite for hardship, big fish meets krill. Don't sleep, don't spill, I ain't got my fill. I want the beauty queen to make me show my pearly whites. The type of movie scene that make you count your blessings twice. It's not the only thing that's on my list, I checked it twice and sent it off to Santa's elves like I've been playing nice.
I see what you want. Oh, I see what you want. Oh, I see what you want.
You broke my heart 1,000,000 times. Can't count the times I made you cry. Oh, it's such a mess now, and we're burning out. I get so sad at the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. I can't bear the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. You're still perfect as the day goes by. Even
Good morning.
the worst ones hate, they make me smile.
Y'all ready?
I'd stop the world if it would give us time, yeah, to work things out.
Mic check 1
To
2.
work things out.
Mic check 1 2.
To work things out. To work things out. Yeah, yeah. To work things out. To work things out. Oh, yeah. To work things out. To work things out. Can we be honest? You're my comfort zone.
Oh yeah.
Whatever I say, don't let me go. I know you're angry, babe, and I am cold. I get so sad at the thought of losing you.
Mic check 1 2.
Losing you.
Test 1 2.
I can't bear the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. You're still perfect as the day goes by. Even the worst ones hate, they make me smile. I stop the world if it would give us time, yeah, to work things out.
Good morning, everybody.
To work things out.
We are here. We are ready to go.
To work things out.
Salute.
To work things out.
You ever seen that? You ever seen a double salute? What's up? She is in the house. Kimberly's in the house. Lakeisha is in the house.
To work things out.
Jamal. What up, Jamal?
To work things out.
D-Lynn.
To work things out. To work things out.
Good morning, everybody.
To work things out. To work things
We got a whole new book, y'all.
to work things out,
It's too bright.
work things out.
It's too bright. I'm bringing it. Did you notice you guys something? You guys notice something different? I'm bringing the camera up a minute earlier. I'm bringing the camera up a minute earlier. You know what I don't know? Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. 1 second, you guys. It's something that looks like I gotta do. I'm bringing back the simulcast on Clubhouse. Test 1 2. 1 2. So that's working. That's working. The problem is I don't think they're getting my audio from the microphone. So give me a quick second. I knew today would be a little rough start, but we're gonna let me do an input device here. And then we're gonna select test 1 2. Test 1 2. All right, now it's working on Clubhouse. Sorry, Clubhouse, you guys missed some stuff. You didn't miss a lot though, because we just got started. Oh, Akeem with the super chat. You're starting the week off right. He got 5 on it. He got 5 on it. Test 1 2. So I wonder why the audio isn't feeding back into Clubhouse. See, I'm live on Clubhouse today. I see Teresa down in the audience. I see Robert. I see RMM. I see foreign. Oh, Ibrahim Cater, foreign kid. See, normally all that Clubhouse stuff that I was doing before that you guys saw me on Clubhouse, I was playing catch up on podcasts that I hadn't put on Clubhouse before. And I got one more to do, but I figured since today is day 1 of us starting a new book, The Richest Man in Babylon, I'd figure I'd go ahead and do this one live on Clubhouse as well. The people in Clubhouse can see, and you guys over here at YouTube, you see me holding my phone, but I'm on Clubhouse, and they see two people up on stage. They see me, Shannon, but that is not changing. Then they see the SR account, the Shannon Rawls account. That one is because, oh, what up, Robert? Robert just popped into Clubhouse. That one is the one I'm using to pipe the audio over to Clubhouse. But give me a second. I just need to do one thing. Actually, let me see something real quick. Hold on, you guys.
Hooah! Hooah!
Hold on. Thank you for your patience, everybody at YouTube. There was no way for me to really test this without going live, so I figured I'd just do it this way. There was no way for me to test it, so I figured I'd do it this way. So that's going to the speakers. That's going to the ZR audio. And then, oh, I know what I should do.
Being number 1 isn't easy. Hooah! Hooah!
All right, everything is working like it's supposed to. Everything is working as it's supposed to. I'm gonna put this over here because I don't need that. That is broadcasting to Clubhouse. We are good to go. We are good to go. Welcome everybody to another chapter of Rich People Read. Oh, there's one thing I gotta do. You guys, I'm sorry. Don't you hate Shan. Don't hate me. Not this morning. It's the beginning of the month, you guys. You know how the beginning of the months go. It's frustrating, and it's Monday. It's Monday. Let me go over here. I gotta grab the link to this video. Hit share, copy link, close that out. Come back over here to Clubhouse. Click this. Oh, thank you, love. It's my employees. They like, nigga, you too loud. We can't get our work done back here. Just shut up. They close the door on me. I know she's smiling because she knows it's true. Let's see. There we go. Okay, now it's good to go. What up? Robert's in the house. Mark is in the house on Clubhouse. And I put the link up. So here's the deal. What I'm going to start doing is simulcasting the audio from this YouTube show over all my YouTube shows over to Clubhouse. And then I'm going to put a link because Clubhouse allows you to put a link at the top. People can come over to YouTube. But like, for instance, the people that's at Clubhouse right now, if they click that link, they can come and watch me. It's one thing to hear me on Clubhouse, and that's convenient, but then you can come over to YouTube and watch at the same time and still hear the same audio without the delay. So there's always that. Anyways, let's get started. Imagine us just starting right now. Everything is working like it's supposed to. I'm pretty happy about that. And welcome to another chapter of Rich People Read, where we read a book a month to I forgot my own damn intro. What is it? To instruct you. I got, don't y'all blame me. I got 7 podcasts. And each one of them has things I got to remember. It's a lot. In addition to that, I'm a fashion designer. As you can see, I'm at my fashion studio. I got to figure, there's so many things I got to do on a daily basis. I like it though. I like working my brain out the way I do. And remembering the things that I need to remember. It helps me stay sharp and be quick and witty. You know what I'm saying? So like I was saying, welcome to another chapter of Rich People Read, where we read a book a month to instruct you in the ways of the successful through the power of reading. Today, we are reading a brand new book. We are starting a brand new book. Look how thin this book is, you guys. This is a copy of The Richest Man in Babylon. This book is, I think, $4.50 or something like that. It's $5. I need you guys to get a copy. Remember, I want you all to have a copy, a physical copy of the books that we read. Why do you want me to have a physical copy of the books we read, Shan? Because I want you to have the books that helped you become the millionaire that you plan to be in the library of your new mansion. The books that you guys plan to have, when you build that library in your new estate. Maybe you don't want a mansion. Maybe you don't want something 10,000 square feet or larger. Maybe you only want 5,000 square foot house. You're going to have space for a library. And I want you to be able to take that book that you read that helped you get to where you are in life and say, man, I read this years ago with my boy Shannon on YouTube and at Clubhouse. And here's the book, the actual book I read. Not to mention it's good so you can just grab it and have a reference. This is $4.95, you guys. $5 or some shit like that. Go get a copy. Lakeisha just put the link directly in the chat. If you can't see that, the link is directly in the description of this video, and it'll take you to get this version. This book has like 7 versions. This is the version I want everybody to have. The Richest Man in Babylon. It looks like this. It's like a earth tone. It's hard to see with my lighting in here because it's washing it out. Is that it right there? The Richest Man in Babylon? I need you to get a physical copy, but this is what we're reading right now. The Richest Man in Babylon, based on Babylonian parables, has been hailed as the greatest of all inspirational works on the subject of thrift, financial planning, and personal wealth. In simple language, these fascinating and informative stories set you on a sure path to prosperity and its accompanying joys. A celebrated bestseller, it offers an understanding and a solution to your personal financial problem. Revealed inside this book that we're getting ready to read are the secrets to acquiring money, keeping money, and making money earn more money. Now remember, my show, Rich People Read, is about you guys either being rich and maintaining the reading that you need to do, or wanting to become rich and learning and becoming accustomed to reading books. I don't know any rich people that don't read, and I know quite a few rich people. I know quite a few rich and wealthy people. Remember, rich is having a bunch of money. Wealth is having money make more money. You see that last sentence in here? It says, revealed inside are secrets to acquiring money. That's getting rich. Keeping money. That's maintaining your richness. And making money earn more money. That is wealth. So it's one thing to be rich, but you got to be wealthy. You want your money to make more money. And so my show over on YouTube, Shannon Rawls, is about the two ships: entrepreneurship, relationships. Entrepreneurship and relationships. I am a self-proclaimed expert on both. I'm 49 years old, ladies and gentlemen. I've been around the world. I've done a lot of things. I've seen a lot of people, seen a lot of shit. I have a lot of information, and that's why I'm here at YouTube, to give you guys the game that I have, so you won't make the same mistakes that I have, especially in relationships and entrepreneurship. What's more important than relationships in life, man? As a human being, what's more important than relationships? I can't really think of much other than breathing and eating. Relationship. Remember, we're a colonial species. We need each other. It's not like we're not tigers. We're lions. We don't just roam the plains all alone. We need to be in a pack. And in order to be able to function together, we have to be able to communicate, have good interpersonal skills. And a lot of us these days, we just really don't know how to talk to each other. So here I am. Welcome to Shannon Rawls Show. Welcome to my channel at YouTube. And this particular podcast, amongst the other 6 that I have, is called Rich People Read, and we read a book a month. Now, what I do is I flip-flop between months. One month, I'm reading something about relationships. The next month, I'm reading about money. 1 month relationships, next month money. Month before last, we read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. We've already read Think and Grow Rich. We've read the Book of Obsidian, which is a relationship book. We've read The 4 Agreements, which is a relationship book. Last month, we read Hold On to Your Nuts, a relationship manual for men. That's a relationship book, right? Nuts, non-negotiable, unalterable terms. This month, we're reading a money book, The Richest Man in Babylon. I want each and every one of you guys that's on my show, I want all my followers, I want the members of my channel to be rich and wealthy. When I say that, listen, I want you to be edified. I want you to be one with the earth and all that. You know, I want you to be a great person and have good morals and shit. That's cool. I also want you to have a nice chunky bank account. I want your bank account to be obese. I want your Bank of America checking account to have a bunch of numbers in that motherfucker. Period. I want you to be able to pay all your bills a year in advance. Do you know how liberating it is to be able to pay your cell phone bill a year in advance? You just give T-Mobile, you're like, okay, T-Mobile, how much is my bill? It's $100 a month. All right, here's $1,200. I don't want to be bothered with the bill. I don't want to be bothered with that shit. How much is my gas bill for my house every month? My natural gas bill. You know, okay, here, just take the money for the year. Hit me up next January and I'll send you another year's worth. Imagine that. Imagine paying your insurance for your car annually and not monthly. You're just like, here, I'll talk to you next year. Don't bother me this year. That's the kind of money I want you guys to have in your bank account. And if I can help it, I want to give you some of the tools necessary so you can have this money, so you can have the mindset necessary to acquire this kind of stuff. And that's why I'm here on Clubhouse and I'm here on YouTube talking to you guys live. Right now, it is Monday morning. It is Monday, May 2nd at exactly 10:33 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And so I'm here to help you guys. And if I can help you, I appreciate you subscribing, following, supporting me to give me the incentive to keep going. Thank you so much. Let me go say what's up to the people in the chat over at YouTube. I'm missing all my friends and I'm got to acknowledge that super chat. So I see Lakeisha is in the house. Lakeisha is my #1 moderator, by the way. I just want to be clear. I want everybody to know. I want to put this out here, make it public, make a public announcement that Lakeisha Michelle is my #1 moderator on YouTube. She's my favorite member, yes, sorry. If you wanted to be my favorite member, you got work to do because Lakeisha is my favorite. She's my favorite member on YouTube. Shout out to her. She's here. Appreciate seeing you again, Lakeisha. Who else is here? D-Lynn is in the house. What's up, D-Lynn? Ooh, D-Lynn is cute. Y'all see that photo? Y'all see D-Lynn's profile picture? She's cute. I'm single, so I can talk like that, y'all, by the way. Just want to be clear. D-Lynn is cute. All right. Kimberly's in the house. Look at Kimberly. She's cute, too. Kimberly Versio. My man, Sheed. Sheed is in the house. Akeem is in the house. Salute. Hood.
Being isn't easy.
Wait, see, I couldn't hit that button right because it was in the wrong position. Let me get this in the right position where my fingers are clipped. Guys, just hit me with the super chat. You know I'm going to acknowledge each and every one of you guys in just a second. Jamal is in the house. Oh, he says it's not Jamal, it's Jamel. Oh, how is it Jamel and there's no E? He says, Shan, it's actually pronounced Jamel, Jamel, but it's spelled Jamal, Jamal. Whatever. I respect the owner of the name. Shout out to my man, Jamel Abdullah. I respect my man, Jamel. And then Akeem hit me with a $5 super chat. Shout out to Akeem, here for the knowledge and vibes, trying to work things out. You know what? He's now the stream sponsor. Akeem is now the stream sponsor, even with that $5. You know, we acknowledge people that support this channel. That's how we get down. Akeem McNair is now the stream sponsor. Let me hit the save button, and then let's throw him up across the screen. Shout out to my man Akeem McNair for blessing the channel. Remember, these are blessings, you guys. He blessed the channel with a $5 investment. They're not donations. They're not, they're blessings. So my man blessed the channel with a $5 super chat. Appreciate you for your support. Miss Drea's in the house. Oh, you guys, y'all missed the movie. Last night we watched, so another show that we have is called Movie of the Week. And we watch a movie every Sunday night. It used to be Mondays. For the last 4 or 5 months, it was Mondays, but I moved it to Sunday night last night. And last night we watched a movie called Waiting to Exhale. I was the only guy in the movie theater. It was all the girls, but they couldn't deny the bullshit that they were seeing on the TV. They couldn't deny the bullshit they were seeing in that movie, Waiting to Exhale. Hoorah! Who was that? Hi, Kai. Everybody, soldiers, salute.
Sir, yes, sir.
Soldiers, salute.
Sir, yes, sir.
Soldiers, salute.
Sir, yes, sir.
My man Hi Kai, he re-upped. He's a member of the channel. I'm not sure because I haven't gotten that far. I'm gonna see it in a second. But Hi Kai re-upped for another term in the SR Army. He's a member of the YouTube channel. He's not just a subscriber, he's a member. We're gonna get down to Kareem. Look like Kareem just blessed the channel as well. We're gonna talk about that. Kareem, I appreciate you. I'm gonna get down to you in a second. I was talking about Miss Drea. Let's see, it was me, Drea, it was Marvelette, it was Lakeisha, it was who else was it? I can't remember. But we watched Waiting to Exhale last night. You know the old school movie from 1995, Waiting to Exhale with it had everybody in that fucking movie, right? It had like everybody in that movie. It had why am I having a brain fart? It had so many black actors. I can't think of all the goddamn black actors that was in it. Anyways, y'all know the movie Waiting to Exhale. The point is, it was a bunch of bullshit. That movie had a bunch of bullshit. It was one of the movies that has been indoctrinating the demise, in my personal opinion, of the black dating and mating relationships between African Americans and America. That movie is dogging out men in the first 3 fucking minutes. It's dogging men in the first 3 minutes. It's making women look loose and promiscuous and stupid. It's making men look unfaithful. And this is just the norm of black America. It doesn't matter how much money they make. They millionaires, they still fuck boys. They broke, they drunk and fuck boys. I mean, you guys rewatch the movie Waiting to Exhale with a new lens. Don't watch it like we watched it back in 95. I was 23 years old when that movie came out, and we We applauded that movie. We was like, oh man, this is great. We loved it. Everybody loved that movie. Not realizing how fucked up it was indoctrinating and making people think. It was literally reprogramming the mindset of a lot of black people. And we fell for that shit. And now look at our sad state of disregard in America. Watch that movie, not for enjoyment necessarily, but watch to see how they portrayed us and watch to see what not to do in your relationship today. Shout out to my girl Drea for being here. Appreciate you, love. Let's keep going. I'm just scrolling. A Senior is in the house. My man A Senior.
Being number one isn't easy.
Appreciate him. Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Hooah!
My man A Senior's in the house. Good to see you, bro. Charles Faulkner's in the house.
Hooah!
Charles Faulkner's in the house. That's my guy. Supporting him in his new business. Everybody go subscribe to Charles Faulkner Jr.'s YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, type in Charles Faulkner, hit the subscribe button. It's just that simple. It's really just that simple. Remember, you guys have unlimited supply of social digital currency. What is social digital currency? Follows, likes, subscribes, thumbs up. You have an unlimited supply. It doesn't hurt you to subscribe and support some people, man. Support digital content creators, black ones particularly. Black ones particularly. Support us. Support my man Charles Faulkner, please. Akeem is in the house. I'm scrolling through. We getting ready to read, you guys. We getting ready to read. I'm excited. I'm excited you guys are here. Continuing down. Lakeisha, you just talking. I'm looking at Lakeisha. This just says Lakeisha. That's why she's my number one. Then Akeem came in and blessed the channel with another $2 super chat. Boss Talk with the praise hands. Boss Talk. You know what that does though, right? That means Akeem's sponsor is no longer $5. It's now $7. He gave $5 first. Then he came back and blessed the channel with another $2 super chat. So shout out to Akeem McNair for blessing the channel and starting the week off right. I just saw somebody, you know, when I get a thumbs up on my videos, the thumb like flashes on the software I use. Thank you to whoever just gave me a thumbs up on the video. That tells YouTube that you guys enjoy the video. If everybody can please hit the thumbs up on this video, I would really appreciate it. And to reach 20 thumbs up before we start reading is kind of an accomplishment for you boys. So we had 18. I just need 2 more. So I appreciate you guys for that. Hi, Kai is in the house. Salute.
Hooah!
LaRonda is in the house. Hey, LaRonda. Good to see you, love.
Hooah!
And then I got a super chat from my man Kareem Austin. He blessed the channel with $5. He didn't even say nothing. Kareem was just like, here, I gotta get, why do I keep saying that? I've been saying that shit for almost a year. I gotta get the soundbite from the Loonies. I got 5 on it. With Yuck Mouth, I got 5, because I want to hit that. Because when I get the $5 super chats, I want to just hit a button that says, I got 5 on it. And I'm going to add the part, biatch. Because I'm from the West Coast. That's how we do. We got to say it right. Y'all could just say I got 5 on it if you live anywhere else. But if you in California, you got to add biatch. Keeping going. I'm scrolling. I'm almost to the bottom, you guys. We're getting ready to get started. If you guys are watching this show, all right, we at the bottom. All right, cool. Let's get ready to go. If you guys are watching this show, if you're watching this show on Clubhouse this Monday morning, swing over to YouTube. You hear the same audio. Not to mention, you get to be in another room. You could be in one room, and then you could be at YouTube. YouTube and did you know that YouTube and Clubhouse plays the audio simultaneously on an iPhone? So, you know, like a lot of apps, if you listen to something and something else comes on, it cuts off the audio for one app and then goes to the audio for the other app. The thing about YouTube and Clubhouse, they overlap each other. So you'll hear me at YouTube and you'll still be in a room that you may want to tap into. And the way the human brain works, you'll be able to actually understand both if you concentrate. So I would appreciate everybody that's over at Clubhouse to come on over to YouTube. The link is right at the top. Watch the show from there. You'll have to use the YouTube app though. You'll have to use the YouTube app. And I appreciate you guys for supporting me over at Clubhouse. And then Brittany B's in the house. Hey, Brittany. And And then over here at you, okay, we had 19. We had 19 thumbs up. Give me one more, you guys. I appreciate it. And then over at YouTube, I appreciate everybody watching and hitting the thumbs up over at YouTube and supporting me here too. So for those that don't know, what the hell is this, bruh? Like, bruh, what's going on? What the fuck is the Rich People Read? What is the Richest Man in Babylon? As you can see, I got the book up here. See the artwork right here? That's the book. This is a book club. This is a live book club where I read the book to you. We read every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we do a book a month. No matter what, I will stack up the chapters as long as we knock out the book. We only got 1 month to knock out a book. And so for those of you that don't read as much as you'd like to, tap in with your boy. Because the reality is you don't have to have a physical book and read it yourself, page by page, and go through that monotonous process of reading, because some people don't like that. I don't. Instead, there's a thing called audiobooks. Well, guess what this is? This is nothing but an audiobook that's just a little bit more animated with some cussing. Shit, fuck, damn. I'm your audiobook reader, and we add a little context and we throw a few sidebars in, and we have discussions and whatnot. It's basically helping you get through your day. Maybe you're at work right now and you want to get through this next hour really easy. Maybe you're getting your day, maybe you're laying in bed and you want to get your day started, and this helps get you a little bit of pep in your step. But listening to the boring audiobooks like from a Kindle or Audible, man, yeah, it's cool, but it's a lot better to hear from your boy Shannon. I'll be as clear as possible. I promise. I promise you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. So yeah, with a little cussing, Brittany, you know, we're gonna throw some fuck shit dams in there. Damn, what the fuck just happened? Shit, that was crazy. So we're gonna read, and today's the beginning of another book. This is a brand new book, a book I've never read. Only books that we're reading are books that I haven't read. That's not gonna be hard to find because I ain't read a lot. That's why I'm not the multi-millionaire that I want to be. Not yet. I need to start reading more. There's a few other things I got to do. I'm working on it, y'all. All of us are a work in progress. All right. So here's our new book. If you listen to me and you do what you're doing at home, I want everybody to get ready to listen to me, but you are doing what you're doing at home. You will, at the end of this book, be able to say, I read that book. That's another book that I knocked out. Damn, I ain't read this much in my whole life. That's the whole point of Rich People Read podcast. Thank you so much for pulling up. Let's switch over to our read screen. Am I on the right shit? I am not on the right shit. Go to Rich People Read. Let's switch to our read screen. Is everything good? Everything looks great. It's all working out just like I like. So yeah, I know my shit's fancy, y'all. We do fancy over here. Is that coming off the screen? Hold on. I don't like my stuff. Look like it's coming off the screen. Let me unlock the title, move it over. You see how I did that, y'all? Don't hate. Don't hate. Boom. There we go. Let's quiet the room down. Everybody, I need you to please put on your headphones. Lay back. Or put in your AirPods or your earbuds. If you're at work, just put one in so you can hear your boss calling or the phone ring, but you can still listen to me. If you have the book, grab it real quick. Grab a pen and paper. A pen or a highlighter or a pencil so you can highlight the important parts. If you have it on iPad or Kindle or some kind of digital reader, fire it up. We're going to go to, in some books, it's chapter 1. It's at the beginning. In other books, it's chapter 11. Today, we are reading an historical sketch of Babylon. In the book that I'm having you guys purchase, it's chapter 11. It's the very last chapter. However, on my reader, it's in the beginning. And so I'm going to do it based on the reader. So some of you guys may need to turn to chapter 11. Others may need to just keep it at the beginning. And if you don't have the book or anything, it's okay. Listen to me. I do want you to spend a whopping $5 and go get yourself a physical copy. I hope everybody has an Amazon account. And if nothing else, grab it. I hope everybody has an Amazon Prime account. And if nothing else, just have an Amazon account. Go grab the book. It's only $5. All right. Let's get ready to go. Marvy's here. Drea got her headphones on. She's listening. This is an historical sketch of Babylon. Today, this month, we're doing money. This is Money Talk Month. Next month in June is going to be relationship. I'm going to be honest with you, ladies, you're going to enjoy next month. You know, I talk to the men a lot, but ladies, you guys are going to enjoy next month. Ladies I'm going to go ahead and put it out there right now. Next month for June, the book that we're reading, the relationship book that we're reading is I'm talking to women directly. It is a book for women to help y'all be better women. Really, because ultimately, if you guys are better women, us men win. Us men win. For years, my message has been to young men. I want to teach young men how to become better men, right? I moved to YouTube. I want to talk to men, but I found so many wonderful women that's helping me help men. And they're helping themselves in the process. It only makes sense that if we are helping the women become better women as well, guess who benefits from that ultimately? All my young guys. We're trying to build a wonderful pool of amazing fish to pick from, both men and women. All right. So you guys, ladies, you're going to love next month's book. I haven't read it, but I believe that you're going to love it. All right. An historical sketch of Babylon. Let's get ready. Everybody turn your volumes up. This is only 5 pages, you guys. Oh, and by the way, you seen how thin this book is? I had to stretch this book out. Every day is only like a few pages. Every day we're going to be done fast. Today is the longest time. This is the biggest monologue. You know, the first day of any book that we start, I always talk a lot. How long we've been live so far? We've been live for fucking 47 minutes. 15 minutes of that was the countdown. So I've been just bullshitting for 30 minutes, only just so we can have a decent show, because in 5 pages, we're done. Anyways, look how thin this book is. So this is going to be an easy read this month, you guys. Easy read. All right. Let's make some money together, everybody. Here we go. An historical sketch of Babylon. In the pages of history, there lives no city more glamorous than Babylon. Its very name conjures visions of wealth and splendor. Its treasures of gold and jewels were fabulous. One naturally pictures such a wealthy city as located in a suitable setting of tropical luxury, surrounded by rich natural resources of forests and mines. Such was not the case. It was located beside the Euphrates River in a flat, arid valley. It had no forests. It had no mines, not even stone for building. It was not even located upon a natural trade route. The rainfall was insufficient to even raise crops in Babylon. Babylon is an outstanding example of man's ability to achieve great objectives using whatever means are at his disposal. All of the resources supporting this large city were man-developed. All of its riches were man-made. Babylon possessed just 2 natural resources: a fertile soil and water in the river. That's it. That's all it had. With one of the greatest engineering accomplishments of this or any other day, Babylonian engineers diverted the waters from the river by means of dams and immense irrigation canals. Far out across that arid valley went these canals to pour the life-giving waters over the fertile soil. This ranks among the first engineering feats known to history. Such abundant crops as were the rewards of this irrigation system, the world had never seen before. Fortunately, during its long existence, Babylon was ruled by successive lines of kings to whom conquest and plunder were but incidental. While it engaged in many wars, most of these were local and defensive against ambitious conquerors from other countries who coveted the fabulous treasures of Babylon. The outstanding rulers of Babylon live in history because of their wisdom. enterprise, and justice. Babylon produced no strutting monarchs who sought to conquer the world, known that nations might pay homage to their egotism. Ooh, sidebar. How many of you guys pay homage to your egotism? That was one of my problems. I used to defend my ego so much, thinking that it was helping me become better, not realizing I was shooting myself in the foot. That was one of my personality issues that I had younger when I was growing up. I wish I had a big OG to tell me about myself, but I didn't. I had to learn this shit the hard way. Anyways, let's continue. As a city, Babylon exists no more, right? It's gone. When those engineering human forces that built and maintained that city for thousands of years were withdrawn, it soon became a deserted ruin. The site of the city is in Asia, about 600 miles east of the Suez Canal, just north of the Persian Gulf. The latitude is about 30 degrees above the equator, equally the same as that of Yuma, Arizona. It possessed a climate similar to that of this American city, like Yuma, Arizona, hot and dry. Today, this valley of Euphrates, once a populous irrigated farming district, is again a windswept and waste. Scant grass and desert shrubs strive for existence against the windblown sands. Gone are the fertile fields, the mammoth cities, and the long caravans of rich merchandise. Nomadic bands of Arabs securing a scant living by trending small herds are the only inhabitants. Such it has been since about the beginning of the Christian era. Does everybody take their vitamins this morning? Sidebar. Did everybody take their vitamins this morning? I'm a big advocate on health and fitness. And I think that a lot of you guys forgot to take your daily vitamin. I take 7. We'll get into that later, but I know all of us need to take a multivitamin. And I know some of you guys forgot. Take this time to go get, you can catch up with the reading. Go get your goddamn multivitamin and take it today, please. And then pour some water. If you got BCAAs, pour it in there and drink some water. Taking your multivitamin is more important than reading this book. All right, let's continue. Dotting this valley are earthen hills. For centuries, they were considered by travelers to be nothing else. The attention of archaeologists were finally attracted to them because of broken pieces of pottery and brick washed down by the occasional rainstorms. Expeditions financed by European and American museums were sent here to Babylon, to the ruins of Babylon, to excavate and see what could be found. Picks and shovels soon proved these hills to be ancient cities, city graves, they might as well be called. Babylon was one of these city graves. Over it for something like 20 centuries. Jeez. The winds had scattered the desert dust. Built originally of brick, all exposed walls had disintegrated and gone back to earth once more. Such is Babylon, the wealthy city, today a heap of dirt, so long abandoned that no living person even knew its name until it was discovered by carefully removing the refuse of centuries from the streets and the fallen wreckage of its noble temples and palaces. Nobody even knew its name. Knew it. God damn. How long does it have to take to erase a city off Earth? How long does Earth take to erase a whole city where nobody even knows it's there? And the only reason they went looking for it is because pottery and little artifacts would wash down from rainfall. And they'd be like, where the fuck does pot come from? Like, you know, in modern times, you know, imagine like 1850, just a pot comes running down the river and everybody like, where the fuck this pot comes from? It must be something up there. So they went up there and they started digging and found a whole damn city. It's crazy. Fortunately, during its long existence, Babylon was ruled by successive lines of kings to whom conquest and plunder were but incidental. While it engaged in many, am I reading the same shit? I did. I should have went to the next page. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I thought I went to the next page. Here we go. Many scientists consider the civilization of Babylon and other cities in this valley to be the oldest of which there is a definite record. Positive dates have been proved reaching back 8,000 years. An interesting fact in this connection is the means used to determine these dates. Uncovered in the ruins of Babylon were descriptions of an eclipse of the sun. Modern astronomers readily computed the time when such an eclipse, visible in Babylon, occurred and thus established a known relationship between their calendar and our own. Wow, another sidebar. Can you imagine digging up a whole city? Once you unearth the city and dig it up, you discover that these motherfuckers then drew an eclipse on the wall. They drew an eclipse, you know, where the moon covers the sun on the wall. And then we know that eclipse couldn't have happened, but every X amount of years or hundreds of thousands of years, along with other data and information they collected. And then we use that to date back how far they actually drew that shit. 8,000 years. In this way, let's continue. We have proved that 8,000 years ago, the Sumerites who inhabited Babylonia were living in walled cities. One can only conjecture for how many centuries previous such cities had existed. Their inhabitants were not mere barbarians living within protected walls. They were an educated and enlightened people. So far as written history goes, they were the first engineers, the first astronomers, the first mathematicians, the first financiers, and the first people to have a written language. Damn. Mention has already been made of the irrigation systems which transformed the arid valley into the agricultural paradise. The remains of these canals can still be traced, although they are mostly filled with accumulated sand. Some of them were such a size that when empty of water, a dozen horses could be ridden abreast along the bottoms of these canals. In size, they compare favorably with the largest canals in Colorado or Utah. In addition to irrigating the valley lands, the Babylonian engineers completed another project of similar magnitude, you guys. By means of an elaborate drainage system, they reclaimed an immense area of swampland at the mouths of the Euphrates and Tigris rivers and put this also under cultivation. Herodotus, the Greek traveler and historian, visited Babylon while it was in its prime and had given us the only known description by an outsider. His writings give a graphic description of the city and some of the unusual customs of its people. He mentions the remarkable fertility of the soil and the bountiful harvest of wheat and barley that they produced in Babylon. The glory of Babylon has faded, but its wisdom has been preserved for us. For this, we are indebted to their forms of records. In that distant day, the use of paper had not yet been invented. They had no paper yet, right? Instead, they laboriously engraved their writing upon the tablets of moist clay. When completed, these were baked and became hard tile. They were about 6 inches by 8 inches and an inch in thickness. So it was like an iPhone. Now, maybe a little bigger than an iPhone. Let me think. 6 by 8. This is about 6 by 8. The book that I'm holding is about 6 by 8. It's a little thinner than an inch. So they were doing, sidebar, they were doing tablets of clay this big, writing on them while they're wet and moist, and then putting it in the oven, baking the motherfucker, and then it became a hard tile. And that was paper 8,000 years ago in Babylonia. These clay did I? These clay tablets, as they are commonly, we only got 2 pages left, you guys. These clay tablets, as they are commonly called, were used much as we use modern forms of writing. So it was a ton of them, I guess. Upon them were engraved legends, poetry, history, transcriptions of royal decrees, the laws of the land back then, titles to property. Imagine your deed on a fucking piece of clay. That's crazy to have the deed to your house or your property all written down on a clay tablet that's turned into a piece of tile. That's dope. I wonder where this stuff is, what museum this stuff is at. I like to go visit that. That's the kind of, you know what I would like? And I would like a woman that would be just as excited as me to go see it. That's what it means by being compatible with somebody. See, you might have somebody that wants to go to the club all the goddamn time. Or you may have somebody who wants to watch movies all the goddamn time. And then you have somebody who wants to be cultured and learn and just go to, LACMA or just go to a museum and just be wowed by the fact that you're looking at an 8,000-year-old tablet of somebody's fucking deed to their land in Babylonia. Imagine, it's one thing to do it by yourself, ladies and gentlemen. It's one thing to be interested in those things all alone. But imagine making love to a person who has the same interests as you in corny shit like this. It's a wonderful life, right? Let's continue. These tiles had promissory notes and even letters which were dispatched by messengers to distant cities. From these clay tablets, we are permitted an insight into the intimate, personal affairs of people. For example, one tablet, evidently from the records of a country storekeeper, relates that upon the given date, a certain named customer brought in a cow and exchanged it for 7 sacks of wheat, 3 being delivered at the time and the other 4 to await the customer's pleasure. Think about that, y'all. I need some wheat, man. I need some wheat so I can plant this wheat and make more wheat. I need some cow. I need a cow so I can make more cows. Or I need some, I want a steak. So a motherfucker bring a cow into the store and gets 7 bags of wheat. I'm gonna take 3 with me now. You hold on to the other 4. I'll come get them when I'm ready. That's like going to that's what they did. That was the grocery store. That's how the grocery store got down, y'all. Safely buried in the wrecked cities, archaeologists have recovered entire libraries of these tablets, hundreds of thousands of them. One of the outstanding wonders of Babylon was the immense walls surrounding the city. The ancients ranked them with the Great Pyramid of Egypt as belonging to the 7 wonders of the world. Queen Semiramis is credited with having erected the first walls during the early history of the city. Modern excavators have been unable to find any trace of the original walls, nor is their exact height known. Don't know how tall they went because that shit got eroded and worn down, right? From mention made by early writers, it is estimated they were about 50 to 60 feet high, faced on the outer side with burnt brick and further protected by a deep moat of water. Do you guys realize how tall 50 feet is? Okay, everybody look up. If you're in a regular house right now, that's 8 feet, right? That's 8.8, but just say 8 feet. So in your house, look up, that's 8 feet, right? Take that and multiply it by 7, roughly. That's like, because 8 times 6 is 48. So they said 50 to 60 feet. Just go with 60. Yo, they had walls that were 8-story buildings. No, I'm sorry. 7-story buildings. 6 to be safe. 7, roughly. 8,000 years ago, they were building walls that were 7 stories high. That's like are you in an apartment building where you're on the 7th floor? That's why I want to go see this shit. That's crazy. The latter and more famous walls were started about 600 years before the time of Christ by King Nabopolassar. Upon such a gigantic scale did he plan the rebuilding, he did not live to see the work finished. This was left to his son, Nebuchadnezzar. Hey, is that Nebuchadnezzar from the Matrix? That was the name of the ship they were in. Not Neo ship. What's his name? Morpheus. Morpheus's ship was the Nebuchadnezzar. That's all. Because trust me, if I didn't identify that, I wouldn't have been able to pronounce that shit. But now, because I'm a Matrix fan, I think it's one of the best movies ever made on the planet. His son, the son of the man that built the biggest walls in Babylon, name was Nebuchadnezzar, whose name is familiar in biblical history. The height and length of these later walls staggers belief, you guys. They are reported upon reliable authority to have been about 160 feet high. Damn. Alexa, divide 160 by 8, which is going to be 20.
160 divided by 8 is
20 stories. Can you imagine people 8,000 years ago, before paper was invented, building clay and brick walls from sand and mortar 20 feet high, 20 stories high, 160 feet. 20 stories high. You know, if you fall off of something that's 20 stories, if you fall off the balcony of something that's 20 stories high, you can kiss your butt goodbye. Jeez. The equivalent of a height of a modern 15-story office building. Yeah, 15-story office building, because office have higher ceilings. But a apartment building, it's not 15 stories, that's 20 stories. Jeez. The total length is estimated as between 9 and 11 miles long. So wide was the top that a 6-horse chariot could be driven around them. Of this tremendous structure, little now remains except portions of the foundations and the moat. In addition to the ravages of the elements, the Arabs completed the destruction by quarrying the brick for building purposes elsewhere. They came and took the motherfucker apart. They took it apart and they said, man, we could use this brick somewhere else, and repurposed the bricks. The Arabs came, they busted it down and took the brick somewhere else because they needed to build some other stuff. All right, shout out to the Arabs. Against the walls of Babylon marched, in turn, the victorious armies of almost every conqueror of that age of war of conquest. A host of kings laid siege to Babylon, but always in vain. Invading armies of that day were not to be considered lightly. Historians speak of such units as 10,000 horsemen, 25,000 chariots, 1,200 regiments of foot soldiers with 1,000 men to each regiment. Often 2 or 3 years of preparation will be required to assemble war materials and depots of food among the proposed lines of march. It took 2 years to prep. The city of Babylon was organized much like a modern city. There were streets and shops. Peddlers offered their wares through residential districts. Priests officiated in magnificent temples. Within the city was an inner enclosure for the royal palaces. The walls about this were said to have been higher than those about the city. Even so, the walls on the inside was taller than the ones on the outside, and them motherfuckers was 20 stories tall. The Babylonians were skilled in the arts, you guys. These included sculpture and painting. This included weaving and gold working and the manufacture of metal weapons and agricultural implements. Their jewelers created most artistic jewelry. Many samples have been recovered from the graves of its wealthy citizens and are now on exhibition in the leading museums of the world. At a very, very early period when the rest of the world was still hacking at trees with stone-headed axes or hunting and fighting with flint-pointed spears and arrows, the Babylonians were using axes, spears, and arrows with metal heads. The Babylonians were clever financiers and trades. So far as we know, they were the original inventors of money as a means of exchange, of promissory notes and written titles to property. Sidebar, did anybody just learn something? A lot of people say, how are you going to charge me to live on Earth? How are you going to charge me to live on planet Earth? What makes you own Earth? What makes you get to own land? What makes you get, why do I got to pay to eat? That's, some people think that way, right? Well, you just learned it was in Babylonia. It was in Babylon, in the Babylonian days, that money was invented as a means of exchange. Let's create money so if you got some of these, because you don't got to give a cow to get some wheat. Like, why you got to give up your cow to get some wheat? Maybe you can work over here and we give you these clay tablets, but these clay tablets are black instead of white where we write down everything. And then if you get a little chip of this clay tablet, that's $1. So we're going to create these. You work for this. We're going to give you a certain amount of these. You use these to go get your wheat. You use this to go buy a cow. The Babylonians invented money as a means of exchange. They invented promissory notes, which is ultimately a contract, and written titles to property. This is proof that you own this piece of land. And it extends this far east, this far north, this far west, and this far south. We're going to invent contracts between two people. I can't believe what you fucking said. Write it down. Like, let's just be clear about what we're agreeing on right here, right? So you write down what you promise, and I'll write down what I promise, and we'll have it on this clay tablet. And then if any of us like get kind of wishy-washy with some shit, we can always refer back to the tablet to show the courts that you promised to do this. They invented contracts, you guys. Babylon was never entered by hostile armies until about 540 years before the birth of Christ. Even then, the walls were not captured. The story of the fall of Babylon is most unusual. You see, Cyrus, one of the great conquerors of that period, intended to attack the city and hoped to take its impregnable walls. Advisors of Nabonidus, the king of Babylon, persuaded him to go forth to meet Cyrus and give him battle without waiting for the city to be besieged. In the succeeding defeat to the Babylonian army, it was fled from the city. Cyrus thereupon entered the open gates and took possession without any resistance. So the king of Babylon said, look, Cyrus wants to come get our shit. Fuck that. Let's bring the war to him. We're not going to fight him here in the city. Soldiers, mount up. And they went out there and met Cyrus out in the field. Thing about it is Cyrus whooped their ass. Cyrus is like, oh, you coming to me? Look, I'm coming to you, or you can come to me. If you come to me, I'm going to still kick your ass, You better off doing it. And he's like, nah, I don't want to fight here in Babylon. We're not going to fight here, bro. I'm coming to you. So the king went to Cyrus and got his ass whooped. Cyrus whooped his ass. And so after he kicked his butt, he went to an empty city. The women and the children were there probably. He's like, the gates is open. I guess this is my shit now. Thereafter, the power and prestige of the city gradually waned until, in the course of a few hundred years, it was eventually abandoned. Abandoned desert left for the winds and storms to level once again to that desert earth from which its grandeur had originally been built. Babylon had fallen, never to rise again, but to a civilization owes much. The eons of time have crumbled to dust the proud walls of its temples, but the wisdom of Babylon endures. Money, you guys, and that's what we're reading about this month. Money is the medium by which earthly success is measured. Money makes possible the enjoyment of the best the earth affords. Money is plentiful for those who understand the simple laws which govern its acquisition. And money is governed today by the same laws which controlled it when prosperous men thronged the streets of Babylon 6,000 years ago. And that's it. Shit. Wednesday, we got 5 pages as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done for the day. We are done for the day.
Hoo-ah!
This book is going to be easy to read. This is going to be an easy read, you guys. We're done. I know, right? I would love to see a movie on. I wonder, Lakeisha, is there a movie? I wonder, is there a movie about Babylon? And you know, but that's the thing though. What era would the movie be in? Since Babylon was, like the king that built the walls died before the walls was finished. It took hundreds of years for them to finish the shit. Like, what era would we watch the movie of Babylon? It would have to be a story of an individual that lived during Babylon. Maybe this last battle, maybe, right? Where the king went out and lost, and then Cyrus came and took over. Or would it be where the queen built those 50 to 60 foot walls, and during her reign? I mean, what era would it be? But that would be fascinating. That would be fascinating. Jamal, it was quick. Get this. I'm bullshitting just to make it last a little bit. Like, how have we gone? We went an hour and 17 minutes. If I would have just jumped straight into the book, we'd have been gone 30 minutes ago. Yeah, it's quick. This is going to be a quick book. And the thing is, it's going to be quick on Wednesday and Friday. Easy. It's really good to read, but this is information. Who learned today that money was invented in Babylon? Who learned today that Babylon was smelting gold and building, metal tools while everybody else in the world was out there with fucking, spears and shit. Still primitive than a motherfucker. Shout out to Babylon. Shout out to the people that built clay walls that went 150 feet tall. God, dog, how you build a clay 20-story wall? That's wild just to imagine. Where do you guys work? And where you work, are you on the 15th floor? Well, that's how tall the walls were in Babylon. And they say some of the walls on the inside was even taller. Now, here's the thing. I think I understand why the electronic version moved this story to the beginning, because they wanted us to understand where Babylon was about. See, the book put this story at the end, but I think the way they wanted this to be in the beginning, so we can understand what the fuck we getting ready to read. We had to understand the marvels of Babylon before we understand the money thinking, because we're getting ready to learn how they handled money. We're getting ready to learn how they acquired money, how they made money work for themselves. We're going to learn some of the great wonders of this book. This book was written, let me see. I like to notice little shit like that. I'm corny. 1926 by George S. Clason. This book was published, what I just read, 1926. We are 4 years away from 100 years old. This book was way before smartphones, way before the telephone, way before radio, way before television. Way before all of that. 1926. Remember, television wasn't invented until 1954. So we getting ready to learn money talk of people in the 1920s that's saying this shit lasts, this transcends generations. And I want you guys to learn it. I want to learn it myself. It's important that how can I build what I have to be better and greater for my children, my family, my friends, if I don't learn the things I need to learn. So many of us we run from knowledge. That's so weird to me that so many people run away from knowledge. Do you run from knowledge? Probably not you. That's why you're here. That's why you're here. But it's important that we try to teach this shit to the people that's not here, right? Let's teach it to the people that's not here. I can go ahead and disconnect this. I hope this doesn't give me a glitch. Let me disconnect this. Come back. Boom. Monitor is back. Move this iPad out the way. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys being here. What you laughing at, Brittany? Thank you so much. They have another one called The Bridge to Babylon on Amazon. It's a movie, and I got Amazon Prime, so I could watch it. I'm gonna look it up. Lakeisha, you got the link? Does it have a share? Share it to DM me. DM me. I'm curious what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do our giveaway. I'm glad LaRonda just typed salute. Let's do our giveaway. I'm gonna give everybody 10 seconds to type salute in the chat. 10. What is the giveaway? I give away a gift card to my fashion brands every time I go live. 9. But in order to be eligible to get the gift card, you have to type the word salute in the chat. 8. I know a lot of you guys forget it and you ignore the Streamlabs thing that pops up, but it's telling you what to do. 7. So right now I need everybody to go type the word salute in the chat so you can be entered into the contest, and then the system is going to pick it automatically. 6. You got 5 seconds to do so. 5, 4, 3, 2. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to start that. 1. Brittany says this was just a ride to work. Exactly. You could have listened to Cardi B. You could have heard some Chris Brown, some Drake, or you could have just learned some shit. Which is more important, Brittany? You had to get to work. You can't turn your ears off. So what are you going to feed your mind with as you head to work, as you commute? A little bit of information that may help you become filthy, filthy rich, or Meg Thee Stallion. What you want to listen to? Pick one. All right, y'all. Let's go to the contest. And you guys, shit, a lot of you guys entered today. Let me close the entries and pick the winner. I like to pick the winner after I see it says the entries are closed. Entries are now closed. And the winner of today's contest is Kimberly Versio. Kimberly won. The system picked it, y'all. Look, I'm gonna show you. For those that don't know, the system picked Kim. I didn't pick Kim. It said Kimberly won. And it doesn't matter how many times you type salute. It's only gonna enter you one time, and then it picks you randomly. Welcome, Kimberly. No, Kim has won many times. So good job, Kimberly, for typing salute. Thank you for your support. You are the winner of the show. Let's go back. No, I went to the wrong screen. Here. All right, you guys. That's it. Let me hit OK. Let me hit complete. Let's go and close this out. Let's go here. And anyways, that's it, you guys. Please subscribe to the show. Subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. We're at 29 likes. Ooh, do we get one more to make it an even 30? You know, I got OCD, so I like roundness and even numbers and shit. So somebody hit the thumbs up on the video to give me 30. And then join the army. Join the SR Army. We're not the U.S. Army. We're the SR Army. And things are shaping up. I'm getting into the groove of things. Me and my assistant, we get ready to talk about what we're doing for this week and what kind of content we're going to provide for you. Tonight is High Value Shan. I'm shooting High Value Shan at my other studio. So I want you guys to tap in. You want to get into that conversation. We're going to talk about the difference between I was going to say monarchy. No, not a monarchy. A patriarchy, a matriarchy, and a gynocracy. You hear about it all the time, but do you know the difference between a patriarchy, a matriarchy, and a gynocracy? We're going to talk about that tonight. And if you guys want to cam up and join the show. Let's talk about it. That's the show, High Value Shan, where I bring people on and we have discussions. So that'll be tonight. We do it here too, but you guys don't be wanting to talk about the book, so we don't start it up. Appreciate each one of you guys. What up, Eric? Eric Jones is in the house. My name is Mr. Shannon. Thank you for reading along with us. Remember, reading is a way to expand your mind and your bank account. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here with us. And you, my friends, are dismissed.
Solo los 2 segundos que hay que detener. Porque si no siento tu voz o tu olor, te extraño y te quiero ver. Tanto me falta. Todas esas noches tan soñadas. Que me levantes a mirar. Haces falta, bebé. Dime qué tengo que hacer pa' tenerte de una vez, pa' no poderte perder. Dulce, eres mi bombón. Te quiero melocotón. Por ti corro un maratón. Solo de la dirección. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. Pa' mí no es suficiente. Yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión, somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta, todas esas noches tan soñadas, que me levantes a mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicar. Mira, somos perfectos, es algo indiscutible. Mi estilo y tu estilo no están disponibles. Solo soy sensible cuando te tengo porque eres irresistible. Tus labios combinan con tus ojos, porque eres tan pretty que hasta yo de eso me antojo. Chica, necesito mis anteojos. Quiero verte en noche hermosa de todos modos. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. A mí no es suficiente. Yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión, somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta, todas esas noches tan soñadas, que me levantes a mirar. Tú tienes pinta de indicar. Tanto me falta, todas esas noches tan soñadas. tienes pinta de indicada.